Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Ying Meets Yang of Gaming, episode number 20, where we're going to be talking about the Xbox Live Gold situation. We're going to be talking about the new Resident Evil 8, the presentation that just happened this past Thursday. You have my beloved co host here, Project Storm. How have you been? Let's all wish Storm a happy belated birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. How are
Yeah,
you doing today?
doing pretty good. I had a nice chill day. I wasn't gonna do too much from the start with everything going on out there, but I had a nice chilled time with family and just a lot of gaming. Got a whole lot of phone calls, a lot of social media love and stuff like that. So it was a real good day. Now I wish I could have pulled off the SML stream that I wanted to do with you and other friends or whatever. We had some guests lined up that took time to do it, and of course we had some issues with Streamlabs, Bunny. And we already know you can't depend on technology at all times when you're doing things live or whatever and on the fly. But hey, you never know. I might have something coming up. I need to go ahead and do something special, but my birthday was fine. I'm up here focused on what I'm going to be doing next when it comes to this gaming and all this news we have focusing on that we're going to be talking about today. That's what I got my mind on. My birthday was great. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to my son's birthday next month. He turns 9, so on the 11th or whatever. So I'm gonna be up there. He might be wanting a PS5 or something. So I gotta check the account to see what it's looking like for him.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So that's what you got going on. My week was good. I did nothing of importance or anything like that. Never do. I just work. And that's about it for me. Let's get into you ready to get into these topics and start chopping it up?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's start with the first topic. Roughly 24, 48 hours ago, the oddest things started happening. Uh, we had Microsoft announce, well, let's put it this way. Prior on Thursday, I had showed uh, my panel, the commission, some pictures where it looked like that Xbox Live Gold was going to be going up in price. At first, we looked at this and we were like, this can't be real. This just absolutely can't be real. But then, lo and behold, less than 24 hours later, we get a tweet from Microsoft saying, hey, we're raising the prices of Xbox Gold Live to uh, to $59.99 for every 6 months. In essence, making it $120 a year. And everybody collectively lost their minds. I mean, because you got to think about it like this. At the time, Microsoft still had it to where people on the Xbox who was playing games like Fortnite, things like that, they were still having to buy Xbox Live Gold just to play those free to play games. Whereas people who were on PlayStation or Nintendo, we didn't have to have our online subscriptions to play those games.
Right.
What was your thoughts on it when we finally did realize that, hey, this is true?
Well, I was kind of surprised at first. I was thinking about that the lower tier on the 99 going up $1 or whatever, then the other tier going up like $5 I saw. And then I was thinking that, okay, if you already have, see me, I have an ongoing annual subscription. So I don't really have to worry about anything. They just take the money out. And I guess once I heard that, Bunny, I was like, okay, it's not that bad because I got a yearly subscription, so I ain't tripping off. And I have Game Pass Ultimate. So I thought about myself first, not gonna lie to you. I was like, oh, all right. What's the big fuss about? But then when I started seeing the fact that it was gonna be doubled for those who wish to get a 12-month subscription to Xbox Live Gold, I said, wait a minute. That's crazy. However you look at it, no matter how you shake that, that was crazy. So then I started thinking, no way in hell because we talk about this all the time, how Xbox gamers and gamers in general are not taking all that BS anymore when it comes to stuff like Cyberpunk or, you know, Fallout 76 and just eat Madden and other games, right? We always talk about it. And sure enough, they raised hell. And then with that being said, Bunny, they hit the brake, so to speak.
And then literally about 12 hours after that, around midnight Saturday morning, is when Xbox came out and said, "Hey, we made a mistake. We disappointed you. We're changing it." Do you think, and this is how a lot of us are thinking, they were doing it because if you look at that hike to 112, I mean to 120, that would have only made it $60 less than getting Game Pass Ultimate a year.
Yeah.
A lot of us are thinking that they were doing that to force people to go to Game Pass, which I can understand you wanting to do Game Pass, but you also have to understand the moment you start forcing people to do something, everybody was like, and even Microsoft was saying, hey, Game Pass is an option. You don't have to do Game Pass.
Right.
It's just an option for you. But now with them doing that, it's almost as if they're trying to take that option away from the people. I mean, it
And
basically made me say when I was looking at it, when I was reading about it, I said, "Oh, so basically, what Microsoft is making it happen is I will never entertain anymore going into their ecosystem."
and you know what? I saw some comments and everything in different places of just to get people's thoughts on it.
Mhm.
After I told you I selfishly looked at myself and others I know first, because a lot of people, everybody I pretty much know, they mainly go with the annual subscriptions, Bunny, and some of them used to go month to month, and I just, logically I couldn't understand why they would do that because it always. So what always happened was we would get ready to jump on a new Call of Duty or the newest, Halo or the newest whatever game, PUBG, whatever, right? And
Mhm.
then, then people will always remember, yo, I just forgot. I forgot I didn't I didn't re-up on my monthly or whatever, right? So I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, just get the annual subscription, man. That's the way to do things. But what I got to keep in mind, I have to keep in mind that a lot of people are just not able to do so. And Microsoft, I'm bringing up this point to say, and I want to ask you because I want to hear your thoughts. I know how you break things down, Bunny, and we
Mhm.
haven't talked about this yet. But
Mhm.
do you think that Microsoft knew that they were about to get this fallout in advance? Now, hold on, in advance, Bunny, before they even put this notification out there that they were going to increase prices, which some thought was a joke, including me. But do you think that they really had a backup plan? Like, hey, if all hell breaks loose, let's reverse this thing ASAP. Like, what do you think?
I I don't think they had a plan. I don't think they were anticipating the blowback the way they were because, like I said, what I was thinking is they were thinking, "Hey, everybody, just be like, oh, okay, well, let's just go to Game Pass."
Right,
But you got to also what they have to remember is not everybody, and this is how I looked at the whole situation. I looked at it like, what about the people who only have, and this is going to bring up another point I want to make. There's people who have Xboxes who only play like Call of Duty, who only play those types of games. The only reason they had Xbox Live Gold was so that they could play their online games online that's free to play. You understand what I mean?
yeah,
So my thing is okay, they were only playing these games that were free. They only have this subscription just to play the free play games. Um then you also have to flip it and look at it this way. You have the yearly subscription, right?
right,
some people who were like me, who had the fallout of the PlayStation uh, debacle when PlayStation got hacked. I
Uh-huh.
was involved in that where my credit card information and shit went out, right?
Right.
I don't put my credit card into these services anymore. Neither on my Switch nor my PlayStation. I don't input my credit card. I just go and buy the game cards.
And see, I've been kind of lucky, and see, you think that you're safe until it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Exactly.
And I'm up here,
Exactly.
and I'm hearing that it happened to you, and I'm seeing that it happened to other people, and I still have my credit card linked. I've been doing a lot more PayPal and stuff like that in certain cases, but
I mean, like I use PayPal everywhere I can, but for these video game companies, my Switch, I go buy my Nintendo Switch online. I buy the prepaid cards. I don't put my information in for any of it because it happened to me. And it's a pain in the ass when it happens to you.
yeah,
So it won't, like, for you right now, it won't affect you until it happens to you. And then when it happens to you, you're gonna be like, oh, I see why everybody does this way. And that's just the way it is. It's got to happen to you for you to feel the effects of it.
no, I feel the effects. I'm just foolishly doing it any damn way in certain places, and I'm so to, and it's not even that much. See, I guess the people that don't do it, Bunny, they look at it and say, that's too many steps or whatever. Even though it's like one additional step, you're just buying the damn card and using a number.
And see, and
Oh,
here's another thing.
yeah,
Okay, so uh PlayStation Plus is $59.99 a month, right?
yep,
Well, I didn't pay that for my year. I mean, not $59.99 a month, $59.99 a year.
yeah. I know what you meant. 12 months.
I didn't pay that for mine. And your
So you
price,
got yours on sale. You got it during the sale or something?
you could go for all of these gaming companies for companies that sell codes, like a card, like a physical card. You can go online, like CD Keys right now has a special for like 29.90 for $29 for a year of
Oh
PlayStation
yeah,
Plus.
yeah,
You could go and get those, and then on top of getting those, you can stack them. So, like, you know how with your credit card, right?
right.
It deducts the $59.99 out every year, right?
Yep,
Well, if you get the cards, you can input more cards, okay? And then it just accumulates.
that makes sense. And then, like,
So,
why
like,
the hell am I paying 60 when I could pay 60 for 2 years or whatever? I'm paying for 1 year.
exactly. So you could go in, like, let's say you find somewhere that got your subscription for $25 for a sale.
Right.
You could buy 4 years worth, which would be the less than 2 years with you paying with your credit card.
Yeah, I get it. And it makes sense. And I need to start doing it. But see, me, I'm so damn dumb. I'm gonna tell you what I sometimes think that a company has given me so much value that I feel like every now and then, I guess it's like I have free money to just throw at them because I'm happy with something that they've done. That was my dumbass logic. I think at times that's how I think. It's like if I'm really enjoying gaming this year, if I'm enjoying what I'm playing, I'm enjoying the offerings that you've given me. I like the free games catalogs that you give me every month. I might give you an extra few dollars here and there. Now I understand because we all pay into this stuff for entertainment. Some people go
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy. They collect things. You know what I mean? They do other things. They show up at events. They do the cosplay and all this stuff for the love of gaming or whatever platform. I don't know, and it's just something. It's just human behavior, I guess. I don't know. I don't, Bunny. But look, let me tell you this. But I will catch my games on sale. I will wait for a
Mm-hmm.
sale. I buy the games I want. Everything else, I'm waiting for a big sale, Bunny, like the winter sales, summer sales, spring, fall, whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then that's across different platforms, especially PC.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So I Shit, I don't know. I need to change that up because if I could be saving money and putting that money somewhere else, I damn sure need to do it.
And you got to think about it like this. You just made a very, very good point. Okay. And this is what I want you to think about when I say this. You need to
Well, let
think
me say
about it
this
like
first
this.
right here. Charles, what's going on?
What's up,
Alakazam, I know you
Charles?
were first in the building. What's going on, Charles? I know you're riding with us today, so sit back. We got a good one in store. Go ahead, though, Bunny.
Your son,
Yeah.
you're saying he probably going to want a PS5 for his birthday.
Yeah.
Here's what you got to think about. You already a tech junkie.
Yep.
Okay.
A proud one.
Okay. Most likely, your son is going to be one too. And that's not a bad thing. And I'm not making
Yeah.
it
No,
out
no,
to
no.
be a
Hey,
bad
now,
thing.
I know. I
Okay.
know what you're talking about.
Okay. So you got to learn how to rob Peter to pay Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
You're already giving these companies this money for these consoles. I don't feel guilty with finding a sale. And you
Right. Me
got to think
neither.
about it like this. With finding sales on things, you saving yourself money
Right.
to buy more stuff. People
Right.
get up here and tell me, well, Game Pass is such a good option because I don't have money to do this, to do that, to do this. Well, you may not have money, but how are you spending your money? How are you
I'm glad
looking
you're
for
talking Game
sales?
Pass. You know we're about to get into that 5 more minutes at least. Go ahead
Right,
though.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So, but my thing is how are you looking for sales? You don't have to have things day one. You
Uh-huh.
understand what I mean? Everybody knows Xbox and Microsoft games are usually 50% anywhere from 3 to 6 months after release.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're playing that many games, and most of the people I know who are gamers who are saying, well, they don't have the money to do all this different stuff, most of them you have family and stuff. So it's not like you playing a ton of games all the time.
Well, see, here's the logic. Let me break this down real quick because this is a conversation that me, Kenny, and others have in my Xbox circle. We have this conversation, and it was heated, right? It's always heated. But we're talking examples like this, right? Say you buy 2 games. Pablo the third in the building. What's going on with
What's
you,
up,
brother? I see you out
Pablo?
here.
Hey, hey,
Yep.
hey.
Yo, so and it's good that Pablo's in here because I know that Pablo cops what he wants to cop, and so do we all. Now check. If you buy 2 games on Game Pass, here's the argument, Bunny, for some people when it comes to this whole Xbox Live Gold and all that. Hey, Xbox Live Gold is just the price of 2 games. Come on, man. Why are you complaining about it? Like Microsoft increased the price for 10 it took them 10 years. It's been a full decade. These companies have to make money too. You do have people, Bunny. It might sound crazy, but you have people that think along those lines, right? Now,
No,
I want to
because
hear
I
your thoughts.
understand it.
Hold on. I want to hear your thoughts, but let me finish. Let me finish this one, and I damn sure I will not interrupt you. If I interrupt you, put me in timeout. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Bunny, this shit is real right here. Now, so Bunny, I want you to think about it now. Do these people have a good point who say, I sign up for Game Pass because I know I love some Game Pass. The medium's coming out next Thursday or whenever it's dropping, or this Thursday or whenever it's dropping. I will be on it day one. I don't have to worry about paying $60 for it, $70 for it. And when the
It's
next
actually
exclusive game drops,
$50.
same thing. So I pay my $14.99 a month or whatever, and I'm set. So what's your thoughts on everything that I just said? But start with the whole 2 game. If you buy 2 games a year, you're set.
The thing, here's my whole theory on that, right?
Yeah.
And this is my argument to every Xbox person. You always say that most games played are third party games. A lot of them third party games are not going to Xbox day and date. So you be paying $120 a year for the first party games. What are you going to do about all those third party games?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to make a decision. Now, the people that we're thinking about, though, Bunny, I think they only buy a couple games a year, the Madden, the Call of Duty. You know what I'm
And
saying?
those are
The
all
2K.
third party. Are they
Yeah,
in Day
yeah.
Pass,
So
day
I
and
guess they
date?
only have an additional 3 games to buy a year. Some of those they might try to catch on a sale. They might have store credit. I don't know, Bunny, but it's a hell of a
I mean,
discussion
but
to have.
that's the logic I bring. You always telling me up front, hey, third party is the most what people play. You already know Xbox is not having many first party games to begin with right now.
Well, I'm hearing that 2021 is about to be that year, so
I
that's
mean,
only going
we're
to be that's
hearing it,
temporary. That's temporary.
but let's keep it 100. Actions speak louder than words. You got to show something. You can't just sit up here and say, "Oh, this is going to be the year. This is going to be that." You when they start coming pumping out the games is when I'll start giving them the headway. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean?
Yep.
So right now, you have to you when people say, "Hey, I only want to get Game Pass because it's cheaper or whatnot." But the problem is what about all the other games that's coming out that you
Right.
want to play that's third party that you automatically know ain't going to Game Pass day and date?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but value wise, I guarantee you, everybody that has
And I can tell you
a
right
hey,
now,
I guarantee you,
the
everybody with a Game
medium.
Pass subscription, Bunny, right now are not thinking about going backwards. They're not thinking about canceling their shit or
Exactly.
nothing.
I don't think they are. That's what I'm saying. The only you want me to be straight honest with you, and this brings up another point. There's only a very few percentage of the people I'm anticipating going to cancel their not Game Pass, but their gold subscription.
Yep.
Okay, and you want to know what people those are?
Who?
Those are the people who got gold just to play free online games. The people who play games like Warframe, who play Fortnite, who play Warzone. Those people, they don't need to have gold now. So they're going to cancel their unneeded expense. But it's interesting to see how what's get ready to happen in this landscape.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's what we got to see and what's going on. Like for people like me who I just because my services don't offer something like Game Pass, I just buy what I'm going to buy. And even with Game Pass, because like I said, I've been burnt with having games but all digital. You know,
Yep.
so I mean, it's an interesting thought process.
It really is. For me, I get value in them. And we're gonna go into what the chat what Pablo is saying right
Uh
here.
huh. What's
But
Pablo saying?
it's all right. So Pablo's saying, all right, Xbox fans think that just it's just simple as Xbox providing games is not just about the quality has to match, right? And the quantity of the games they are releasing. Said these dudes are just bragging about the amount of games they get. And that's right there. I do see where, and I know where Pablo is coming from. You know what I'm saying? I'm on both sides of the fence as a PS4 and soon to be PS5 gamer, Xbox Series X gamer right now. And of course, I got a long history of Xbox. Starting, I've had every console, put it like that they've produced.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I do feel the celebration. Like, hey, we got all these games in the Game Pass, and then if I just want to play something new, I could just download this and try it. You know what I'm saying? And blah blah blah. It is
Mm-hmm.
something cool about that, but at the same time, you could try PS Now on the other side, and you have hundreds more games at your disposal if you just want to try games and stuff. So I don't know. It's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. I think it's a good problem to have. Bunny, $14.99 sounds good. It's kind of like when you throw out numbers. Like I talked to a few people, and just yesterday I was having a conversation with a friend who said $20 is the max they would pay. They would easily pay $20 for Game Pass because when games like the Medium and the newest Forza Horizon and the newest State of Decay and the new when Halo Infinite drops and when all these other games drop that's slated this year, that they wouldn't even give a second thought, they would be able to try those games day one at
Mhm,
midnight or whatever, right? They would be able to
mhm,
just try these games, jump right into them.
mhm.
That I think that value proposition, and that's what I kept bringing up when it comes to Microsoft. It seems like now they jacked up. I think they should have gauged the market. They should have gauged everybody's opinions and thoughts on what was about to be dropped upon us, right? They should have sent out a survey or something. They should have done something right, but they
Mhm,
didn't.
mhm.
But they know from people being pissed off about Xbox not having any games over the years. They have learned, Bunny, you cannot mess with these Xbox gamers. They are going to come at your neck. You know what I'm saying? And they still did what they did. That was it was a desperate move to me. It was kind of like we really need to push people over the Game Pass. It's that year. It's kind of like that's what they had to be saying in that meeting, Bunny. They had to be thinking like,
But
yo,
there's but
hey,
this
we
brings
got
up
over 15 million subscribers. They just told us that number. Over 15 million Game Pass subscribers. So Game Pass is getting numbers because it's a hell of a value proposition for a lot of gamers, right?
but
Yeah,
here's
go ahead.
another thing we gotta think about.
What's that?
Okay. And this what if they were trying to force people into Game Pass because it's not doing as well as we think it is. They can say it's doing hella good, but we don't know what the true numbers are.
True, but I would lean more toward the fact that it's doing good because if you think about like I have a hell of a lot of Xbox friends. When I tell you that 96 to 98% of them have Game Pass, I mean
Yeah,
I'm dead serious.
but let's look at it on a okay. So they said how many people have Game Pass?
Well, 15 million, over 15 million
Okay, so how
Game
many
Pass.
people don't have Game Pass but just have Gold?
Well, if we're looking at over 50 million Xbox gamers last time I heard. Now I haven't heard the updated number. Somebody correct me, but I'm thinking that number when I'm not talking Series X and all that. I'm talking about last gen. It was over. It had
So
hit over
yeah, it was
50 million.
about 55. We'll just round it up to 60 mil. Okay.
Right.
If 15 mil of those 60 mil, still a hell of a lot of number, but if only 15 mil of them got Game Pass, that's less than half of their targeted
Yeah,
audience.
but for somebody to buy into that service that quickly
No, no, no.
and
I understand buying into the service that quickly and things like that because they've been running Game Pass for what, 3, 4 years? I
yeah.
think they anticipated it was going to be everybody jumping to it. And I don't think the adoption rate is fast enough for their numbers to make it work. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they need
but think though, and then let me before we get into it too deep though, we got uncompetitive in the building. We got Rome
what's
Rush
that?
out here. Thank y'all for showing up. It's about to get heated as you hear, and then we're gonna go back and recap what you all are talking about as well. But money, go ahead because this is about to
Oh,
be lit.
no, no, no. Because what I'm saying is, what if they need to have targeted numbers by certain time periods in the life of Game Pass or in the structure of Game Pass in order to make it sufficient enough for itself. I mean, you got to think they just got this $7.5 billion acquisition of Bethesda ZeniMax. They
Yeah,
got to have it going a certain way for a certain time period before they're getting out of the black.
yeah.
What if they needed to speed that up for a reason?
Well, Microsoft, they're smart. They know they're about to get that 7.5 bill back, and to them, that's a drop in the pond. You
But
know what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying is, you got to think about it like this: 15 million people paying $15 a month still is nowhere near $7 billion in order to put all the games strictly on Game Pass and Microsoft platforms for them to pay back that 7.5 billion.
Well, and that brings up a good point. We don't know if that 15 million has grown now to 20 mil. We don't know.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
I
From their
think,
last numbers, they were saying 15 mil. I'm thinking they need at least 50% to 75% of Microsoft owners to be on Game Pass, and that was the reason they did this up to try to push that number straight to Game Pass.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is Microsoft knows All right, they're not. They're okay. So they're not number one when it comes to consoles sold and stuff like that, right? But they are a smart Fortune 500 company. They have people now. That was a dumbass move they just made with the Xbox Live Go. It's kind of like they knew there was going to be some pushback on that because we're in the middle of a pandemic. I could have been on that damn in that meeting and said, "Guys, what the hell are we doing here?" And then that would have never happened because I would have brought up all the fact that people are not eating right now. They got to go out here and ask for food. And some of these people are gamers, right? So once I would have said that, they would have said, "Oh yeah, let's shut this shit down. That was a dumb idea." You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and push this back. We'll push this idea back. On top of that, we'll give them a free year of Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? For us being so damn dumb. That's just how I feel about it if I was in the meeting. But Bunny, I think they are banking on the fact. Remember, I always talked about how fast Game Pass could grow
Mm-hmm.
because of the price point, and when people start to wake up, and when friends start telling them, "Yo, you don't have to buy Halo Infinite." What? I don't have to ask my mom for $60? You mean to tell me I could say, "Mom, you know what? Can you get me Game Pass? It's only $1 right now because Microsoft gives it away for $1. But after this month, it's only $14.99." So
And
normally you
then,
get
but then,
parents and you get grandparents and everybody like, "Yo, did you do what you were supposed to be doing? Oh, you did get straight A's and B's in school." So you got a lot of conversation going on now. And then when you hear $14.99 and I could play it on my new PC. Remember, you got me a PC for school. I can even play when people start talking like that, Bunny, they start spreading the word, it grows. So I think that's what Microsoft is banking on.
I mean, so yeah, but like I said, they were just trying to push it, I think, way too fast. And I mean, it's crazy to think about, but we won't know. Like, it's this feels like just like in 2013 when they were trying to push all this stuff onto gamers, and gamers was like, "No, we're not going to do it." It took them a matter of like 7 years to implement all those things. We just got to wait and see how long it takes for them to implement this, because, like I said, you got to think about. There's some people out here with Xboxes who are not interested in Game Pass.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you because see, right here, Uncompetitive said I saved $358.56, right? Got to put the cents on it by getting a 1 month trial of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $1. And Microsoft upgrading my Xbox Live Gold that I had stacked for 36 months to Ultimate. See, that right there says that there's value. Microsoft understands, just like Stadia, Google did in the middle of a pandemic. They released Stadia for free for two
But
whole
it
months.
took but the thing is it took them to make a mistake
Right.
and then roll back that mistake in order to find them to make them look good. That's my thing. You're going to make this mistake, and then when you realize, oh shit, we done fucked up. Because you got to think, you got to look at who was yelling about it. Everybody, when you see, shout out to Kid Smooth. When you
I
see
saw
Kid
Dirt.
Smooth,
I
no,
saw
when you see
Devin.
Kid Smooth up here talking about fuck Xbox, you
Yeah.
know something's wrong there. He
Yeah.
done- he said, and he clarified his tweet. He said, "I don't have." He said he has Ultimate. He said the Xbox Gold Live upgrade don't affect me, but it's still a shitty move. When you have the diehards up there telling you, "Hey, Xbox, you fucking up,"
And that's what I'm saying.
that and then that's when they decided to do all of this changing and everything. That's when they decided to do all that. So it took them. It's like I always say, Xbox and Microsoft does one thing. They do a lot of good, but then they fuck up and fall two steps back.
But this is why I was asking you, do they think they were at that? Do you think they were in that meeting or whatever discussion? All right. Do you think that they already were like, "Yo, when if there's pushback, let's revert and then we'll hit them with the free to play. Let's really make that
Nah,
free." You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah,
I
because
mean,
they've been asking, people been asking for the free to play stuff forever. So that's what I'm saying. They've been asking for the free to play forever. They could have done that at any time.
it's a hell of a conversation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get into more what is going on, man. Because Uncompetitive has been out here rolling, and then I see Rome jumped in down there. Bunny, if you don't mind, let's go through
Uh
some of it.
huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Go for it.
So, all right. So then further down, you see uncompetitive says to buy Ultimate for 3 years, it would be $538.56. All right. That's that value proposition I'm talking about. When you start looking at numbers like that, all you got to do is show me $14.99 a month, cancel anytime. I could play Halo Infinite and all these games that's gonna come out this year. I can get my money's worth. Shit, I could play games I never thought about playing because they're right here. All I gotta do is download them. And with the fast ass Xbox Series X downloading, they let me tell let me say something, y'all. I got the Series X. I want the PS5. I got the 3080. I got Stadia. Right? I'd be everywhere. Series X downloads games so damn fast, y'all. I got to give them credit for that because I'm getting like almost 800 download speed when it's time to download games. And I was like, yo, that's fuck. That makes a big difference when we talk about downloading this game. So it's not as painful as people might have originally thought. But over
It's
on
not as
Stadia, you don't
painful
have to
as
worry
it
about that at
used
all.
to be. It's not
Now,
as painful as it used to be.
so all right, so if you could download all these games, Bunny, like the medium might not be for you, Bunny. It might not be your type of game. But if you had an Xbox, you could already have the medium installed. You could give it a try and won't have to worry about buying the game out of your pocket. Yo, that goes a long way.
I
It
mean,
goes a
but
long
see,
way.
that's for people. See, that's the thing. Let me see if I can explain this without seeming
And you
odd.
might be able to
Okay.
do that for $1 trial. That's what I'm talking
Uh,
about.
let me see if I can explain this without sounding awkward. There are some gamers out here who will buy and play everything because it's a game and they feel that it is them doing this so that they can say they're all around
But
gamer.
they have access to it, Bunny. They have access to it.
Will you listen to me?
No, I won't right now because
Yes,
they
you
have
will.
access to it. I'm hard
Yes,
headed right
you
now.
will.
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna
Okay.
do? You can't do nothing. Now you
I
behind the
mean,
screen and you on the mic. You know what I'm
um,
saying? So, hey,
but what
look,
I'm saying
Bunny, I hear you.
is
You know I hear you, but you know we get passionate about this conversation now. Go
I
ahead.
know, but what I'm saying is there are some people out here who will buy every single solitary game just because it's a game coming out. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not that type of person.
I
If
am.
it's a game, if it's a game that cuz like I said it goes by your how you are as a gamer. Like prime example, I was never interested in Greedfall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I was about, and then I saw some gameplay of it. I never rushed out to buy it or whatever. I saw gameplay of it and I was like, eh. It was one of those that I was actually on the fence about myself.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on the fence about it. And I agree with you because I was able to try it here with what the hell was this damn thing? PlayStation Plus.
Right.
Okay, but if I didn't have PlayStation Plus, if it's a game that I'm not interested in, like right now on PlayStation Plus, there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider. There's is it Shadow of the Tomb Raider? It's a Tomb Raider game, and it's Greedfall. And on
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 5 Plus, it's Man Eater. I didn't download Laura Croft. I didn't download Tomb Raider because I'm not interested in Tomb Raider. I only download the shit I'm interested in. And it's the same thing with buying games. I only buy the shit I'm interested in.
I
So
used
it's
to
not
go ahead.
like I'm going to sit here and try every game in creation because God knows I don't have all that time.
But isn't it good, Bunny, to say that you can do that though? Like, all right, I used to be just like you. I swear you can ask Kenny, he'll tell you, right? He
Hmm.
used to always say, "Yo, Storm, if something's free, download the shit, man. Download it, add it to your library. You never know when you might want to go back and try that game. You never know when a developer from that same studio might make a blockbuster title that might tie that into another game. You never know, man. Just get the shit. It's free." And I used to pass up on it, but I recently started grabbing everything I can, claim everything on Stadia, get everything on Steam, everything on Epic Store, Bunny, because why wouldn't you? Now we just talked about earlier when it comes to these development these publishers and devs and everybody's corporations being greedy and all that stuff, and they don't really care about us and all that, right?
Mhm.
But if they're throwing us stuff like that and we're still talking about they don't care about us, they don't have to really give us a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still will buy
It's
into it
true.
because we want to do what we do, which is our hobby is video gaming, right? So we're
Right.
gonna buy into it any damn way. So they don't have to give us anything. Let's be for real. Now, if they are gonna give us some Bunny, like you said, I'm gonna skip Tomb Raider. Well, claim it. You ain't never got to install the mug. But if somebody comes over your crib one
Actually
day in
on
the
play
future or something
on
and say, you know what, I really love Tomb Raider, or if you get a friend that you might meet somewhere down the line that says, Bunny, I really love Tomb Raider. Can you please try it? One of your homies. You have access. You know what? Let me download it. I did claim it though on PS Plus. So you got it. I would still just claim them anyway. You know what I mean?
I mean, that like I said, that's you could claim it, but still it's like, okay, whatever. You know? I mean, it's not like I have to claim everything at once because they're gonna put it back up for free at some point.
But the point here is you got access to so many games. Bunny, there's a Plague Tale Innocence. First time I tried it was on Game Pass. You think I would have touched that game? You think I would have
And
overlooked that?
see and
It's not
see
a shooter. It's not the latest
let me
pub. It's
tell
not
you
that
something. You
shooting.
wanna know what's so funny?
It ain't that Halo. You know what I'm saying? It's not
You
that
wanna know
Gears.
what's so funny?
What's up?
Here's what's so funny about that.
Bunny, I
That's a
wouldn't have tried Man
game.
of Madon. I wouldn't have tried Man of Madon if it wasn't for Game Pass. Bunny.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what's so funny to me. Those type of games you wouldn't try, but for me, that was an automatic trial for me, for the most part. Like right now, I thought Plague's Tale was only on certain platforms. I just found out it's on PlayStation 4. So I'm looking at getting it.
I hope you do.
I
I
mean,
hope everybody does because it's
yeah,
a
it looks
dope
like
ass game.
and see, and that's where you and I are different because it goes back to our gamer styles. A lot of I guarantee you, there's a lot of games I play you would never touch.
I bet you if I looked at them, I now
You
Stardew
would,
Valley and all that, I might not clamor. I might not break the damn door down to play that one. You know what I'm saying?
man. There are game. No, no, no. I'm not even talking about Stardew. I'm just talking about in general. There are games in my collection that you have probably never fucking heard of. That when you take a look at them, you would never fucking try.
I bet you.
And then just like Plague's Tale, okay? You know how you wouldn't have never tried that game, but then it ended up being awesome?
Yeah,
That's a downside to all of us gamers. We all have games out here that we've played and thought we wouldn't have never liked. And then we would have played them. Like for you, you me tell you the reason why I would have never thought you would play Man of Madon. Well,
why?
the reason why I know you would have never played Man of Madon. Okay? You wouldn't have never played it because it's basically an interactive visual novel, like a live action visual novel.
And it's dope as hell. And I like graphics, and it has those in spades.
I mean, but that's what I'm
I
saying.
love performance
It's
too
like
now.
now people tell me when they look at Man of Madon and they look at the trailer for House of Ashes, right? They're like,
Yeah,
"Wow, I didn't think this was your type of game." Okay? And the only reason it is my type of game because I love visual novels.
I get it. But see, Game Pass gives you that. See, that's what I'm talking about. PS Plus, it's a great value. You know what I'm saying? The new one, and I still didn't look up the name of the new PS Plus, the whatever they're bringing to the PS5, but it's kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's an extension to PS Plus, but I got to look up the name of the damn shit so I can get it right. But Bunny, all I'm saying is there's a place these subscription services help certain gamers. They
I
help.
mean, yeah, I know, and I never said they don't, but they may not be for me. That's what I've always said. I've always said, hey, there's a time and place for this, and everybody has something and it works for them. I never said it was a bad option.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, there's so many games in there. Like I said, if you get bored, there's no reason you should ever get bored when you have services, subscription services like that, or if you have.
I mean, to
uh,
be honest with you, the only people I hear screaming about their bored in gaming are people who only play certain types of games who don't try anything outside their comfort zone and who have no lives and can beat games super quick.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, I do
Oh,
want to
wait a minute.
bring.
What time
Oh,
is it?
well, it's time. I could tell you it's time to move on. I could tell you that.
Yeah. Let's
But
move on. So we carried over a little far, but it's okay. Let's talk about the Resident Evil presentation.
let's go.
It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Um, this also brings back the Game Pass thing. I don't think that game's going to Game Pass day and date. So people who cry about, oh well, you have to have, I'm not gonna be paying $60 for all these games, this, that, and the other. That's gonna be a game you're gonna be paying 60 or $70 for. Because I don't know if it's gonna be 60 or if it's gonna be 70. Because next gen, a lot of games are gonna be 70. Um, and then you could boycott it until it comes to Game Pass. That choice is completely up to you. But that game looks awesome. I can't play it, sadly, but it looks beautiful. I wish I could play it. Storm,
I hear you.
what are your thoughts?
Looks. Hey, look. Every once in a while. All right. So first of all Resident Evil games are beautiful. They've always been beautiful since the very first one. You know what I'm saying? I remember
Mhm.
being playing the older ones and getting scared like the dog jumped out and shit. And
Mhm.
it was just the coolest thing ever, right? But
Mhm.
visually, that I think for me and other gamers, so this is about to get real heated right here, right? For all the people that don't like graphics and shit, graphics don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't play game for the graphics. I play for the experience and the good performance and all that. That's cool, right? But when you put the icing on the cake on a game like Resident Evil, y'all look so damn beautiful. You see it out there. All it takes is one glimpse, and you're like, damn, how did they get this game to look this good and be so like intriguing and engaging and stuff, right? The game, when I saw it on PS5, I told you, some of y'all know, man, I saw this cat by the name of Massive G. Have to give him credit on YouTube, big YouTube streamer, Massive G is his name, right? He always gets these games early, demos and all this stuff. Him, Rad Brad, and other people out there, right? Shout out to them. So I saw him playing, and I saw the title of his video, and it said like it said something like Resident Evil Village demo PS5 RTX 4K 60 FPS. So I looked at the shit, and the first thing I thought money was, yo, that's fake, man. They got ray tracing on this demo for real. It's a demo now. And then you talk about RTX, man. Let me watch some of this shit. Yo, I checked it out, money. It was in 1080p. It was the most beautiful game I've seen this generation already. Demon Souls included. Demon Souls is a beautiful looking game. All right. But this right here, this is that next gen, that Unreal Engine 5 type looking. And I know that
It's the new Resident Evil engine.
I know, and I'm talking about that's what it reminded me of with the visual prowess. Like it just looked good, like look crispy. Everything that's shiny just looks shiny. Everything that looks real, like the wood on the chairs and everything else, the lighting, the shadows, the reflect. That's a beautiful ass game. So, but not only does it look good, it seems interesting as hell. The characters, the voice acting, the sound design, the everything about it is still Resident Evil, Bunny.
Mhm.
But I hear that they're adding like a multiplayer component, some other stuff into
Um,
the game and all that. Bunny, come on, man.
well, they're doing the Resident Evil Verse, which is a multiplayer game that you can get free to play once you pre-order Resident Evil 8.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. And it's third person, so depending on if I can get it or not, I may try it
Now they
because it
had a
is
little,
third person.
yeah, they had a little multiplayer with Resident Evil 3, I think. It was
And
some kind of
Resident Evil 5, I think, is co-op. 5 and 6, I think, are co-op.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, back to the game. It just looks amazing. I think that it's gonna be as big as people hope that it's gonna be. The characters seem intriguing. It just seems like it's like, how can I not play that game? Now I haven't completed seven. I played seven. I haven't finished it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
eight, I'm looking forward to for a lot of different reasons. I think it's gonna do good. I think that it's
You
gonna
might.
put.
Is there a way for you to finish 7 now?
Yeah, I think I will end up doing that. But Bunny, it's so many games I can't guarantee it. I want to.
Well, because like I said, remember, if you start 8, it's going to leave you in a lurch because it ends. It picks up right where 7
Yeah.
ends.
So I'm gonna have to beat seven. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and binge it and just go through it in a
Mhm.
weekend or whatever.
How far do you think you have left in it?
Nah, I didn't get halfway through. I only played like the first couple missions or so. Then it was kind of like it was scary and everything. So I said, nah, I ain't trying to play the scary shit right now. I got other games I could be playing, and then I just kind of put it aside.
Mhm.
And it's been on sale across multiple platforms, and I still haven't gone through it. Dropped on VR, and I thought about getting the PSVR headset for it. I heard that was scary as hell, so I left it alone. So I'm gonna beat the game. When I do, I'll let you know. But I got to
Mhm.
do it if you, because I at first I didn't think it was gonna stick to the storyline at all. I didn't think it was gonna have anything to do with seven at all.
Yeah, it actually you're playing as the same character, Ether Winters, and they're saying it picks up right where 7 ends.
Okay, well I got to do what I got to do. What about you?
I can't
It's
play it.
first person.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh shit. Yeah, all right.
I mean, hey, it's okay. I got my games. I'm okay.
I got you.
I mean, that's the thing. Like people are like, "Oh man, you can't play this game. You can't play that game." Trust me. I got plenty of games that I could be playing.
I, and I,
I'm okay. I'm
And I know,
safe.
trust me, we know your catalog. If you don't know, you might want to showcase that one time. You know what I'm saying? We
I
might have a
might do
show dedicated to your catalog.
I might do a video of showing my PlayStation games. I need to do an updated one for my Switch games. But yeah, and this month coming up, we got a lot of games coming out. What's the chat saying?
Chad has been saying some stuff, and we got to do better. We always say it, but man, when you got the chat acting a fool like this right here, having a good ass time, you know what I'm saying? It's just dropping so many dope lines. We got to cover some of this, Bunny. So,
Yes.
um, let me see. Now I know Uncompetitive dropped a lot, and a lot of that shit he was saying was just fire. You know what I'm saying? I definitely
Right.
want to highlight it. Uh, but again, so he says, all right, the loophole, and I won't read everything unless you feel like
Mm,
you need to point out a couple things. But it said the loophole would then only cost Microsoft $178 56 cents per customer once, rather than all right. So he broke that math, got the math down rather than 358.56, right?
mhm.
Um, and then he said, I want to go right here. It says they can't spend 500 million on developing Halo Infinite and 7.5 bill on buying ZeniMax and whatever it costs them to put EA Play in Game Pass without the cost of the service going up. That's what I'm saying, Bunny, when it comes to logic.
I mean,
That's
I
what I'm
agree
talking
with
about.
that. But my thing is, I agree with that. Okay, I
And we don't want
totally
to go
agree
back. I
with
know we
that.
don't want to go back on that too
No,
long
no,
because
no,
that's a hell of
no.
a
But,
topic.
but what I'm saying is, I agree with it. That's what I was saying. I'm anticipating, and see, here's why I think a lot of people also had a huge thing. Right? You're
Yeah.
going to double the pass of. You're going. Here's what it is. You're going to double the price of Gold Live. Right? The people who play for paying for Gold Live aren't even getting the benefit of those games going to Game Pass because they don't have Game Pass. So you're going to double the price of them, but not the price of the people who are using Game Pass?
Yeah. It seems like Rome Rush is thinking along the same lines as you because he said I buy 3 years of Xbox Gold and throw in a Game Pass subscription and it turns to Ultimate. How do they make money?
I mean, that's the thing you got to think about. Like I said, I understand prices go up. I already said that they were going to have to raise the prices of these games to accompany everything they got, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is it's almost as if with them raising the prices of live, they're punishing the people who have live, but not the people who are using the services who are getting all those benefits. You're making it's like our economy. You're making the middle class pay for the richest tax breaks.
Yeah.
You making the people who don't want Game Pass to pay for the people who wants the benefits of Game Pass.
It's interesting, no matter how you look at it. So I'm moving down, right? I do
Mhm.
want to go down here and highlight some of the new stuff that they were kind of saying.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. Hey, Flame Fist Wavy Joint, what's going on?
What's
Wavy
up, Wavy?
says if your pockets is really hurting, you can make a new account and buy a Game Pass for $1 every month. You know
And
what I'm
some
saying?
people do that. Let's not
Yeah.
even joke. I see people talking about that's what they do every month.
And then we got Pablo said, listen to Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Bunny. Bunny be knowing. Now she does though, and that's why I give her a hard time because she be right on a lot of stuff, and then we got to go back and tell her like, Bunny, you was right, you did say, and sometimes I get tired of that shit. It get old. And then we got EG. What's going on, EG in the building? What's
Hello,
up?
EG.
All
How are
right.
you?
Um, let's see. Pablo said the medium represents his name to the fullest. It looks medium as fuck.
I actually, it looks very good.
It
Actually,
looks good. It does.
it's an interesting concept where you'll be able to play dual worlds at the same time,
And
where
it was made by
one world affects the other world. That is, I've played games like that, but not to that extent.
yeah. And I think the developer, let me see. I know the developer has a nice portfolio of
It's
games for people to.
Bloober, isn't it?
I'm not sure, but I know they made some games that people like. I know that much. I do remember that much about them. Let's see. Then we got um, let's see right here. Squiz joined in.
What's up,
Said,
Squiddy?
all right. Said hope the show and you all are great at Snow Bunny Gaming and Project Storm. All right. I
Yes,
appreciate you
we're
stopping through,
good.
Squid.
Thank you for stopping by.
Let's see. And then Wavy said Resident Evil gonna grab it. Love what they've been doing with the remakes. Absolutely. You heard PvP.
Yes.
He's feeling that PvP. And again, they had it, and I think they had it in Resident Evil 3 because we hopped on it one time together, but I didn't play that
I
much of it.
think it was called Resident Evil Resistance or
Yeah,
something.
that was it because you had to download
Uh-huh.
it separately. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So
that and like I said, Verse is going to be something separate like that, I think. But
yeah.
yeah, like I said, the only thing that's killing me right now is the first person in the new Resident Evil. That's the only thing that's killing me right now. But alas.
Yep. It's almost that time to move on.
Yes, so what have you been playing this week, Storm? Which
Bunny,
game
I'm
you want to highlight first?
oh man, I want to highlight that Doom Eternal. I got a chance to play that in 8K. You know what I'm saying? I did a 4K stream the other day. Magnificent. I mean, I have a 4K display, y'all, Samsung Q80T, but you can definitely see a visual difference when it comes to anything in 8K. And I do want to get an 8K TV. You know me, Bunny. I might have one before the spring hits.
Didn't
I,
you just
I,
buy a new TV though?
Bunny, you know what though? There's you can a man can never have too many TVs. You know, all you gotta do is just
Mhm.
move one somewhere else, phase the old ones out. No 1080p in the house. Get rid of all them. Everything 4K and up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do things. So I might have to do it for the right price. Like I've been waiting for the 8K displays to come down to under 2,000. You know what I'm saying? And then because I feel like I need it now because we're already venturing into 8K.
Mhm.
Nvidia brought these cards out and allowed us to do that, and I want to capitalize on it. I'm that type of gamer. I want to say, yeah, I tried 8K and it's dope, or I tried 8K and it's taxing as hell. Whatever the case is, I want to be one of those people in the conversation to say, yeah, I tried it. It was cool.
Now, what is up with your gameplay here? I'm showing gameplay. Okay,
Oh no, it's loading. It's loading. It
we're
has a
gonna go
loading. This is
straight
the
to the
Doom.
game there,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, this that Doom Eternal right here. As y'all can see, I be trying to mix it up a little bit, man. I'm a novice at this stuff on, PC. I don't really go too heavy. But this is a little bit of the Doom Eternal that I did the other day.
So yes, this is
8K
his
Ultra,
room.
high,
Yep,
medium,
this is
low.
you are
It was a
silly.
it was a good. Hey, so Doom Eternal is one of my favorite games, Bunny, of 2020 for sure.
Is Doom? I mean, is Doom one of your favorite franchises? That's the question.
Um, you
or
know
just
what?
Eternal really grabbed you?
Uh, You know, Doom is a good franchise like Quake, Unreal, and all that. I played them back in the day, so I just got stuck with the Dooms, the Quakes, and all that. So if they come out with dope games, and these games are all dope, this revised id software engine or whatever the id tech, it's just crazy, and it's right down my alley. It's my cup of tea. I love it. I love the graphics. I love the speed of the game, like the violence of the game, the gore. But what I like more about the game than anything else is the polish, the level of polish. The game is well optimized, Bunny. Like I mean, like this game runs on a 3080 at over 100 frames per second. You know, like it's nothing. 4K, 100 frames per second. Like, do I even have to say anything else? You know me. You know what type of gamer I am. So it was just I had a good time. The only thing I didn't really like is the screen tearing, and that happens on consoles as well. Happens on everywhere. It's when the frame rates don't match up. They don't sync up with the display and like the FPS or whatever. It doesn't sync up right or something like that, right? So I turn on VSync most of the time. So I was going between turning VSync on and off. But the game itself is just dope as hell, man. I don't really know anybody other than myself that beat Doom Eternal. So if anybody in the chat, if you completed that, let me know. I think I'm the only one that I actually know that completed the damn game. It was hard, Bunny. I can't lie to you, but it's phenomenal.
Awesome,
That's
awesome,
all. So what do
awesome.
you have on the plate?
All
There it
right.
is right there. 8K resolution, y'all. I don't be capping. You know what I'm saying? I just break it down for the people. I try things that I think people might want to see, and that's what I go with.
All right. That is looking
And of course,
great.
I use DSR. NVIDIA DSR allowed all that to happen, and it is shit. I guess it's as native as it can be because it damn sure is taxing on your PC or whatever. And I even tried it on Stadia, y'all, and I made a couple 8K Stadia videos just messing around, and it was running at like 24 to 30 frames per second. So something's going on. And I like it. But go ahead.
All right. So the game I started playing, I recently bought it and I decided to give it a try. I filmed about 15 minutes of me playing it on my PS4, and that is Fall Guys. It is a fun game. It's a good party game, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Let me get it started here. If you have a bunch of friends and y'all are playing it, it is a great game. It's done. I did not know this. It's done by Devolver Digital. The
Evolve
people.
Digital, I know. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've tried the game. I'm just waiting on you because I've definitely tried it. It's a fun ass
Oh,
game. And it's go ahead.
um. So it's a fun game. It's a nice little party game. It's something that you could jump in and out of very quickly. That's what I really like about it. If you are playing and you need to go somewhere, it's easy to get out of a game. Okay. It's easy to jump in. Like literally, I started it not knowing how to play the game, and it's so laid back and it's laid back in the instructions where you can figure out how to do everything.
Right.
Um, I really like that about it because sometimes when you get into some multiplayer games, there's tips and tricks and things you needed to know before you started playing it, and then you don't have them, and then you hate the game. I
Yeah.
have that a lot with multiplayer games where I started and I don't like it because there's a huge learning curve with it. This
Yeah.
game, there's not a big learning curve with it. Um, you get in, you try it, you now it looks cutesy and easy, but it's not. It is definitely not. You're seeing my little chubby little pink snowman running here
Yep.
with his little hat on. Um, it looks easy, but it's not that easy. Um, every level is totally different. They, I believe, added a bunch of levels for because it's in season 3 now. So we have been running around. I think I'm like level 9 or 10. No, I'm level 10 now because I just got a new skin. Um, and like here you're seeing us trying to balance ourselves on these little boards as we're moving. It's a fun game. I can understand why the craze of it, but it's not one of those games that I can sit and play for 24 hours a day. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's not like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing for me. Um, and I guess because they've added maps, but I've been getting a lot of the same maps, and then there's some maps I haven't gotten at all. So I think the map generator for the levels need to be ironed out a little better.
Hmm.
But the only thing is that it helps me with learning the maps a little easier.
Yo, I love the game. I mean, I did. See Charles, man. I got to put this on Charles because Charles came by when I did streaming on PS4. I only did play like a few matches or whatever,
Hmm.
but the sounds it gets annoying as hell after a while. Like the sounds that the characters are making and everything. So I might have to turn that down. But
Can't you
other than
play
that,
music on the like I know with the PlayStation 4, can't you play music while you're playing the game and it'll cancel out the game sounds?
maybe, but when you're streaming, you got to be careful about all that. See, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
you're
So I was
right.
streaming it, and it makes some annoying ass sounds. Though it's so many characters, and they make these little cutesy sounds or whatever, but they get annoying out of it. And I didn't pay attention to it until Charles said something like, "Yo, what's?" He brought it to my attention. But other than that, it's a fun party type game, and it kind of like spawned a lot of different games. I think that's coming out like it. Even Outcast is on Stadia. I think is a one of those games that's in this bracket. And it's fun to have these games though that millions of people enjoy. Like this game right here,
Hmm.
millions of people are on this.
Yes.
So it's
Yes,
it's crazy.
it's a very fun game. Like I said, I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. I was able to jump into a match. I was on last night at like midnight. I was able to jump into a match. It's like it's always people playing it. So it's
Yep.
not hard to jump into matches. Like some games when you're multiplayer like this, I remember when I was trying Fortnite. There were times where I was trying to load into a match and I couldn't get people. Game in Splatoon. In Splatoon you only need 8 people. But there was
Right.
some times when people weren't playing. It's always random until you get to a certain level in Splatoon with your ranking and ranked before you could make your own team and everything. So it's always random. There's been some times where I've been playing Splatoon and when I go in, we can't even get 8 players properly.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how that rolls. But with this game, every time I've gone in, because like I said, I'm about level 10 now. Um, I've always been able to get into a match.
Well,
And
that's
see,
what's up. I
with
need you to
this,
get that. I need you to get that victory though. Once you get that victory, then we're gonna
that
celebrate.
I'll be honest with you, that will probably never happen with me. It
I
all
don't know why you
depends
saying
on
never. It's just a
eh,
matter of just beating people to the finish line and all that.
yeah, but it all depends on because like some maps I'm better at than other maps. Like this map here, I failed on the one that we're seeing on the screen right now. I used to fail at this one every time I got it. It took me time to get to it. Some of them, depending on the map, and depends on how. Because see, all the maps are randomly generated.
Yeah.
So depending on what, yes, I got bounced in,
Yo,
but
that shit look fun though. It looks fun.
but based on what the maps are, I may or may not. I don't know yet. We'll
Well, look,
figure it
you
out when it
qualify right
happens.
there. If you could qualify, you can get that dub. But
All right.
yeah, we can
So,
move on if you want to the next
what's
one.
your other game, if I remember
Hitman, I
correctly?
think Hitman 3, because
Yes.
I've been playing so many. So I was like, let me just highlight Hitman 3 because it just dropped. Of course, I got it. I was thinking, like, should I get it on PC? Should I get it on Stadia? And I thought about the fact that I already have the first 2 games on Stadia. So it just made more sense for me to get it on Stadia because I didn't damn sure didn't want to buy it on the Epic Game Store. And because
Well,
they didn't figure out that whole debacle, but go ahead.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Isn't it some debacle where They can't you if you buy 3, you still have to buy 2 or something?
Yeah, I think they figured it out. I was talking to the homie Bombay, aka Kenny, and stuff the other day, and he was saying something like he read up or found out that they did have a solution, but it's gonna come later on, I think. So I was like, nah, let me get this on Stadia where I already have the other two games for free. And I think that they're gonna receive enhancements. Now, I don't know if those enhancements are coming across the board. I know that Xbox, for example, if you already have Hitman 1 and 2, I think you receive those upgrades. But I know with Stadia, you get that. I don't know. I could just speak for Stadia because I don't have the games on all platforms, but I haven't tried the other games to see if the upgrades are in effect yet. So I will be doing that probably today, to tell you the truth. But this right here, IO Interactive, y'all, you already know. I don't look, I've never completed a Hitman game before. I've always enjoyed them when I played them. This right here is no different. It's a dope game. I love it. The AI at times was kind of questionable as far as like when I play games, especially like games of today, I want the AI to be smarter than me in certain cases. Like I want them to and I heard like because I played on professional, so I think that had a lot to do with it. And I'm hearing that if you play the game on master difficulty, which is the highest difficulty, they are a lot smarter. They flank and they do other things. So I'm gonna have to go back and try that. But I don't like AI that just runs up in a line, bunny. Like you will just see an AI will just see that their homie just died. Like I just chopped the hell out of him, right? But then
And
he'll
you
run in the same
stand
door and die the
right.
same exact way over and over and over and over again. I want AI to be more advanced. And I want them to run up on me and say, "Yo, I just saw you chop my homie. I'm gonna pepper spray you or something, or I'm gonna, counter your move and chop you back or something." Like I
Or the fact that he's seeing his teammate getting chopped up and ain't coming in to help.
yeah, you see what I'm saying, and that's what I'm talking about. I feel like now I know that people they talk about advancements in AI all the time as a part of what the future of gaming is going to look like. You know what I mean? I just want to see because if you look at Halo 1, you still can go back to Halo 1 and those elites and brutes, and I mean, whatever, the brutes wasn't really like that in Halo 1, but the elites and all those enemies, even the little guys, you throw a grenade, they throw their hands up like, oh, and they start running the hell out of the way, and then they hide behind cover. The elites, they hide behind cover, they'll come up and melee smack your ass if you're slipping or whatever. Like that's the kind of stuff that I consider good AI in these games, or smart AI, like teammates who actually can shoot targets and stuff like that, right? Like, so I would like to see, I think Hitman would hit that next step if they had some super dope AI. I'd never stop playing the game if they had super amazing AI. Now, that doesn't take away from the game. So, for all the people that love it, I can see why people are giving it nines and tens and in between. I would say 8.5 because of the AI thing, but it still doesn't take away from the game. Bunny is dope.
Now, as you know, this also dropped on Switch via the
Oh,
cloud.
word. Yeah, that's right. With the cloud.
I've been watching some people's reviews on it. Um, what some people issue is that it's $60 on the Switch.
Oh, man. Hell no.
And
If I'm
that,
not getting the same exact experience across the board, like if it's watered down in any way and it's $60 on the Switch. Now I know the cloud, first of all, so people will have to try the cloud bunny, is what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
Oh man, here we
and then
go.
and then you look at it also. Control came to the Switch via the cloud, and it was only $40.
I know. But Control was already out. It was a release game at the
Exactly.
time, I
So
think.
that's what I'm saying. So some people have an issue that is $60 on the Switch in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are like, I'm not paying that much for a digital game that I don't even have on my hard drive.
Yeah. See, that's why I love having multiple ways to play
Hmm.
because then I can pick and choose, and so can you now with the
Hmm.
PS4 and everything. Switch PS4. What am I going to do if I really want to play Hitman? Which you can because it's third person. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
I used to play Hitman. I played the first one back in the day. It's just that it wasn't my type of game. I did try it.
You
Almost
know what?
every game that I've said that I've tried, or if I say that it's not for me, reason is usually I've already tried it. I used to be one of these gamers who would go out here and read a review for a game and how awesome the game is, and then go and rush out and buy the game only to realize this shit ain't for me.
Look, but this shit look good though. I know you got StreamYard running in 1080p or 720 right now. It's 1080.
I think it's in seven.
Whatever. It might be 1080 because I noticed that before. But yo, I'm just looking at the shine of the floor and it has all the
Uh,
visual aspects that I love. Look at the shine on the bases, everything, right? The floors and all that stuff. Because at one point people were thinking that this game was gonna have ray tracing. And I don't even think I've seen ray tracing on the PC version. I've been looking and I saw someone go through the settings and I don't think it has ray tracing yet, even for PC. I might be wrong. But it has some cool ass reflections and stuff though. The graphics are never going to be a problem in the Hitman game. But what I like is the variation. The way that you could play the missions, Bunny, it seems to change up. And I know it has a lot of challenges and everything. Like each time I died, and I said, okay, now I know what to do. Let me come back to the same mission, right? And then it took me somewhere else, or the target, like the enemy, the guy that I'm trying to kill is right there, for example, right?
mhm.
Not the spoiling thing, but he might be on a whole different floor the next time I play this mission or whatever. Or he may, you know what I'm saying? It's randomized. And
Oh,
that's what I
so
kind
what
of like.
they do is, I know what you're talking about. Oh God, what is it called? It's a random level generator.
I don't know if it's a random. I wouldn't go that far with it, but look, I just smoked him right there. Right, that was my target. Now, first time I tried it, he was in this whole other room sitting down, talking to these people, and then I had to run on this balcony and hide and killed everybody on this team and stuff. So it's so many ways you could play. That level of replayability is what people want. You know what I'm saying? Look right here, like I could do that move on every enemy over and over and over. Now they will kill your ass. Don't get it wrong; they will smoke you, but if I hid behind a doorway, if they only had to come through that one doorway, they were just going to keep running out there and getting chopped over and over and over and over and over. Now, they might throw a grenade or whatever. They might throw a flash grenade to try to blind me. Uh, but I don't know. I just needed to be a little bit more advanced for it to be one of the greatest games of all time.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay.
all. But we can move on.
No, because like I said, you didn't. Now the only other game I tried this week, like I said, I tried playing Greedfall, and I have a couple issues with it. Um, it's an older game. It's kind of clunky for me.
Yeah.
Um, besides it being kind of clunky, I don't want to say this, but this is what it seems like. So, I love games where I have to like build my own characters and stuff, right?
Yep.
Um, so as you know, in Greedfall, you can play male or female,
Mm-hmm.
but the female option, it almost seems as if it was an afterthought and added later. Do you me explain what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's like even though you could play a male or a female in the game, it's like when I went through to build my character, to make my character, a lot of the facial expressions and things were masculine. Even a lot of the hairstyles were masculine.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So even when after I finished making my character, the character was very masculine looking. So and it was very, very few options even for even males for faces, things like that. So it's almost as if making the character female was an afterthought. Like it's like they had the game created and then they were like, okay, let's give people the option to make a character female. I'm
Yeah.
okay. Let's put it this way. I'm okay with, adding characters and things so that people have a choice of making a male or female. I'm totally okay with that. But the issue I have is when you do it in a game as an afterthought.
Yep.
I have that problem. It threw me out of wanting to play the game.
Yeah, the gameplay, the trailer is about to end right now. Just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about to end.
Let me stop sharing that. So that so that kind of like, you know how you always say games can kill your immersion with them, and people are always like, how can you kill the immersion of a third person game? That's
Yep.
one way you can do it. Um, so it's almost like I said, it's almost like it was an afterthought added to it. Um, and it's very clunky for me. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but the game is kind of clunky. So that's the other game that I tried this week on top of like, my norms, Stardew Valley, and I was playing Little Hope last night. You didn't get to catch my Little Hope stream, did you? It was a
No, I
quite
popped by there. I popped by and put a like on it. I saw you in action, but remember, I don't want to see no spoilers because I do plan to
see,
jump on that one.
see, I mean, that's the one thing about this game.
When I get my PS5, I might jump on it with you. So get ready to start over or whatever the
Yeah,
case is.
well, no, 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 that's fine because you every time you play the game based on your choices, your gameplay is different. So even if you're watching someone else stream it, the choices they make in the game, unless you make the exact same choices, is the only way you'll get the exact same ending.
Okay.
And
And
I
wait, let
think
me ask you this one more time now. Is it
mhm,
on Xbox?
yes,
All right. Is it on Game Pass, you think?
only Man of Medan is.
Oh, all right. Okay. All
Little
right.
Hope is not.
Okay.
Little Hope just came out October 30th. It's not even 6 months old yet.
Okay. So yeah, because Man of Madonna, I definitely want to play that one first before I jump over there and play. And I know you now those two stories are different, right? They have nothing to do
They're
with each other.
totally different. The only person, like I said, if you popped on my stream and you saw the curator, that is the only person
Yo,
that
you know what? Damn, I never made footage. Yo, Man of Madonna is so damn dope, man. Where's your Little Hope footage at though? I mean, you don't have no new.
yeah, I got some new Little Hope footage. You want
Yeah,
to see
throw it up there if you
Little
don't
Hope?
mind.
Rome was over in it last night. He was like, these damn jump scares,
Yeah,
man.
I saw him in the chat. I just didn't say that. I just put the like on it, like because if I start talking, I was gonna stay, and if I stay, I'm gonna want to see more, and if I see more, then it's gonna spoil it for me. So, but I
Yeah,
definitely popped by there to throw a like on both on Stardew and the Little Hope.
yeah, cause see, my Little Hope, my PlayStation did something weird last night.
What? Don't tell me. Hold on now. What did it do? Don't tell me it shut down. Did it beep?
No, 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 no. It canceled. It shut down my stream. I was
Oh,
15 minutes in, and so I had to restart the stream. I
you
got
know
no
what? It
out.
happened to my son. I don't know if anything was happening to the network, but he streams Fortnite and he couldn't stream
Mhm.
Fortnite for a while either yesterday.
Well, I was able to get back into it, but it just shut down my stream 15
Did,
minutes in.
did you
So
get a message like unable to connect or anything when you tried
it
to
just
read?
said error, unable to connect.
That's exactly what he got. Error five
And
something something whatever
yeah,
whatever.
it was about 9, it was about 10 o'clock last night. So
Yeah,
this is some new a
yeah, but
new
new
here
revelation. What like new?
this is a new sector of it here where you
Oh,
start seeing some more shit. I kind of think one of my characters died at the end because I was up there saying goodbye to everybody because I was about
well,
to shut
if
down
it's
the
a
stream.
spoiler, make sure it's not a spoiler for me now.
No, 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 no. It's just because I was doing something. That's the reason she
Nah.
died, I
Oh,
think.
all right, okay, cool,
But
cool.
yeah. So this is a new part of New Hope that's up.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, and everybody came back to watch. And it was really, really. Last night we had quite a few jump scares. um, and Cyber Dragon came by talking about don't look behind you. I'm like, in this game, you don't want to look behind you.
Yeah, Charles said had been playing Celeste, Scott Pilgrim, and a little WWE 2K Battlegrounds on Stadia and Minecraft Dungeons, Titan Quest, and tried MH Rise demo on the Switch.
Yes, I've been trying. I tried a little bit of it. It looks like it's gonna be awesome. Um, yeah.
I can't
It's
wait for the damn Switch Pro. I know I'm coming out of nowhere and saying that, y'all, I want that next Switch, whatever the hell it's going to be. If it's a new Switch, I'm buying it
but
day
see,
one.
here's the thing, something
I
odd's
need
going on.
me some Nintendo. I do need to play those games, Bunny. I'm not.
But here's something odd that's going on.
What's up?
For some reason, Nintendo has discontinued selling the dock for the Switch.
Well, they want people to get ready to phase over. So if they have issues, don't replace it. Buy a new one. The new one's coming
Is
soon.
no, 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 no. The dock is only needed to connect to the TV.
Oh, so you're saying, oh, so you're back to the thought that maybe they can be going on cloud or they can be going something else
I personally think that if they do a mid-gen upgrade, they're going to do it in the dock and make it more powerful when you
in the
connect it to
cloud.
the
You meant in the
TV.
cloud, yeah.
No, 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 no. Think about it like this,
Oh,
because
oh, in the dock itself, yeah, the dock.
if you
Okay, the
take the
dock
dock
itself.
apart, it's mostly air
I
inside of
got
it.
you. So you're saying the dock because the dock is what makes everything 1080p on the TVs and shit. I get.
Exactly. The dock, the only thing that switch, everything is inside the switch. You set it inside the dock. That's the only way you can connect it to the TV. It don't even have the 1080p stuff inside the dock. That's inside the switch because if you connect your switch to the TV without the dock, you can still get 1080p. If you go and watch Spawn Wave took apart one of these docks. It's virtually hardly anything in it. They can easily add components to this, right?
Yeah.
And make it like, you know
Oh,
how you had to plug a thing. You remember how you could
oh,
plug the 32-bit into the Sega and make it 32-bit
yeah, I
gaming?
got exactly what you're saying. So
If
if they,
they did something
oh,
like that to the dock, the only thing Switch owners would have to do is buy a new dock.
so you know what they'll probably do, right? You know what they'll do? They'll come out with a new revision of the Switch anyway, whether it be a clear, like a whatever, more a little bit more powerful, well, a lot more powerful Switch, whatever, and the docks as well. I get what you're saying now. I get what you're
So
thinking.
people who don't want to buy a whole new Switch, they could just buy the dock
Yeah, all right.
and use their Switch on it.
Well, it's about to be interesting. I'm gonna be paying attention to what it can do. And I know people don't want to hear teraflops and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual. I do need to know what's in the new Switch when it comes out because that's
Mhm.
going to help me determine whether it's going to be for me or not, whether it's going to be able to do. Now, I don't care if it's native 4K because they have a partnership with NVIDIA right now with the Tegra chip and all that. So if they can come, imagine they reached out to NVIDIA, look, we like what you're doing with ray tracing. If Nintendo did something like that, I swear, they probably will shoot up to my number. Damn, they might even bump Stadia. They might bump Stadia down to third, y'all. Like, well, I can't
Wait a
even
minute,
put it in order. PC,
if it's something that's like a day one purchase, are we gonna meet up so we could go and buy our damn switches in
I might
line
have to do
together?
it, Bunny. If they come out here talking like that kind of stuff right there. Switch has DLSS now and shit, or just 4K period.
I mean, you gotta think
I
about it like this. It's a possibility that the next one might have DLSS because of the partnership with NVIDIA. Because
but
you know
that
already know the Switch has the Tegra chip in it.
But then they can, I think they could be more cost effective if they did something like that. They don't have to worry, but they can still keep the price point around $300. But the Switch will be capable of 4K through machine learning and other stuff like that. Shit, if they were smart,
Or if they just did it where you just had to buy just the new dock itself. Think about it like that. Like for
I
people
get it.
like me, think about it
And
like this for people like me, right?
yeah,
You have more than one TV, right?
right.
You make the dock so that it can upgrade and become like a home model for you, and you just plug your switch into it, right?
Dope.
Think about it like this. I could put my dock on my TV on one of my old dock on one of my other TVs and just play basic shit on it. But then when I want to play the more expansive shit, I just put it into the more expansive dock. That
Right.
should be awesome.
That would be, hey, and that's what I was thinking about earlier with my example, but I can't break it down like you. But look, that would be some dope stuff. And I could see it happening, and I think it'd be big. Imagine if they say, hey, you can either go with this edition of the Switch, the newest edition, the Fire, or you can go with the dock. You can upgrade your dock, which is also
Mhm,
Fire and is capable of upgrading your Switch experience to 4K. Yo, I can
mhm.
I and
And then think about it like this, they
Look,
want people
Nintendo
to
is
have
big on innovation, so Bunny, you can't say that this is far fetched. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like to go all out with like a new $500 console and shit like that. So I can see what.
and then what if they made it so that this new dock that they're making or whatever for the Switch,
Yeah,
what if they made it where it's compatible with the Switch Lite? So people
man,
who only have a Switch Lite can now plug their Switch into the TV.
it'll make people want to get that light. You know what I'm saying? It will
I
make
mean,
the
the
light.
Lite is already selling like hotcakes,
I know, but
but
but this is how companies make moves, though, Bunny. This is what they
yeah.
do. Look how they phased out the X that we keep talking about. You know what I'm saying? The PS4 you barely can find. I don't, that
Oh, it's
announcement.
discontinued.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're ready to make these moves. They're ready to push people into the new generation of
Mhm.
gaming and all that.
And like I
But
said, Nintendo last year, Nintendo when they had that investors meeting, which a new one will be coming up here, I believe this week.
yeah,
If I remember correctly, it's usually every January. And last year they asked Furukawa if they were going to release a new hardware. And he said, we're not releasing hardware at this time. They're
hmm,
already working on it. He said, we're not releasing any new hardware. No, he said, we're not releasing any new hardware this year. Because you remember, Japan already knew about the epidemic and shit.
yeah,
So they were already prepping for that. But then when he said that, because remember how it used to be all them damn Switch Pro rumors were out last year?
yep,
When he said that, all the rumors ended. It was like radio silent for the rumors.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
So this year they could be releasing something and we don't know yet because they've been radio silent. Only thing I've heard on the Nintendo front is that they have a new lawsuit going on. They're in
Yeah.
a new class action lawsuit.
Well, I heard something like that myself. Charles said, speaking of Spawn Wave, did you see his new controller video? And we're approaching the time, so I don't know what we want to do to close out. But then he said, got to get one of those controllers if we get the new Switch. I'm upgrading.
No, I haven't seen the new controller. I gotta go look at that. Spawn Wave be on top of it.
Yeah, he does. He does. So we
I
normally
got
would talk about what we are anticipating and all that stuff.
Well, nothing new has been announced because, like I said, only thing's been announced is Resident Evil 7. I mean, Resident Evil 8 is coming out on March 7th. I'll be able to remember that easily because that's my mom's birthday.
Okay.
So it's either a Tuesday or a Friday, y'all.
But well,
Let's
I
see.
want that. I'm copping that Resident Evil. I don't care.
Are you gonna get the collector's edition with the
Nah, I really don't do
statue?
the collector's editions and stuff, man. I just keep it basic. I go standard edition, and if it entices me that much, I'll just pay for the extra content if it comes with that.
I was
Now,
thinking about the statue.
if there's a special like all that collector stuff, I don't really want the same thing other people got like that. Just give me
Mhm.
something unique. Give me like make a million of them, and then I only got that one that nobody else has. Then I'll jump on the collector stuff. I don't. Yeah. I go to standard first.
The
Deluxe
thing is,
sometimes if it comes with content I want to play, like exclusive battle royale mode in the deluxe edition, I'm on it.
see, that's right now the issue. You know what the issue I'm having right now is?
What's that?
So I was going to pre-order the collector's edition of Monster Hunter Rise, but it's sold out. So what I'm doing instead is the deluxe edition, which is the exact same edition that's sold in the collector's edition, and just buying the amiibo separately because the only difference is that the collector's edition is going to have some stickers and a pen. So I don't care about the stickers and a pen. but I'm
Yeah.
getting the amiibo separately and the deluxe edition of Monster Hunter Rise.
Yep. Well, I will
Do
be
you
watching for some
think
gameplay. I want you to, break it down.
ah
Know the game is coming to other platforms and stuff, but
what, Monster Hunter Rise? It's
that's
exclusive to
exclusive to
Switch.
Switch though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what the hell are the other consoles gonna get? I mean, the other platforms gonna get?
They're not getting Monster Hunter Rise. They have Monster Hunter World.
Right.
Cap
Damn. All right. Okay.
Capcom was saying that they were going to make a that they were going to make an exclusive one for Switch.
All
Cause
right.
usually um it's only on Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only on Nintendo consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're not putting that one on any other console. It's exclusive to Switch because Switch didn't get Monster Hunter Rise.
Got you.
So yeah, it's not coming to any other consoles. The only games that I'm getting that's coming to other consoles is what is that game? Um Persona 5 Scramble,
Mm-hmm.
and that's coming to only PlayStation and Switch.
Right.
Uh Then in Bravely Default is coming out in February, but I'm not getting Bravely Default 2. Uh I'm still up in the air about the Mario. And the reason I'm up in the air about the Mario is because I got 3 games coming out in March that I got to get.
I
So
don't even
yeah.
look. I don't look forward to the games like that anymore because I got too many that I need to play. I got too many damn games, Bunny, that I want to play.
See, you want to know what the damn problem is for me? I like my physical copies. They're making it harder to get physical games now.
Thank God.
I mean, yeah, you would say thank God, but I'm
Phase
just
them out.
saying
Phase
what
them out of here. Get the physical copies on out of here so we can move to the cloud and all that stuff, man.
I mean, you can still stick with the cloud because it's going to be it's like 50-50.
Yeah, I know. I
But
want to
the
go
thing is,
digital. I
yeah,
want to go
you want to
cloud.
go all digital, but I don't. I like looking. It's craziest thing, right?
Yeah.
So you know how there's astrological signs, right?
Yep.
Well, there's the Chinese and the Western horoscope. My Western horoscope is I'm a Taurus. Okay.
Right.
My Chinese horoscope is I'm a goat slash sheep.
Right.
They're interchangeable. Well, one of the traits of a goat slash sheep is they like to sit around and look at pretty things, whether it's theirs or someone else's. I like looking at my collections. It brings me happiness. I sit in my yarn room and I got tons of yarn, and here I am buying more yarn because I like to look at it. It's what makes me happy. And that's the one thing that we all got to also look at and think about. For people who collect physical, yeah, you might be sticking in the past, but it's something that makes them happy. And that's what
Man,
takes
but
them to their
I,
happy place.
I don't take anything away from that, but I like looking at my damn Nintendo 64 and I like looking at my Dreamcast and stuff, but shit, I don't miss them that much to the point where I can't move on to the next evolution or whatever and what the advancements and
See,
everything.
that's the thing. See, that's the thing. Like for me, I'm not a retro collector, but I like to look at my collections of my current games. But the state that some of these consoles are going, I've already said that these might be my last consoles I'm buying because I'm getting too damn old for this shit. Also, so some of this might be my last consoles I'm buying. I mean, that's a harsh factor that I look at.
Yeah, well, for me, I said I wasn't going to buy all the consoles this generation, and now I need that PS5 because shit, I'm starting to see things now that I like as a gamer. And I'm
Hmm.
not going to sit over here and pretend like I don't want to jump into it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I
Well,
can't be
it's not
like
only
Bunny.
that.
I can't be like Bunny the Switch is so whack. The new Switch that comes out whenever it drops, right? I'm gonna be like, Bunny, I thought about it. That Switch is whack. I can't do that because I know that shit is gonna be looking fire. Like I was watching Splatoon and Mario and all that, and it looks dope as hell. Luigi's Mansions, Zelda, all those games still look as dope as they did when I was playing them on the Nintendo systems. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my point is, but we got to be careful. I think we have to be careful not to be stuck in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Or stuck in 1985 if you want to go backwards or whatever. Like we have to let gaming evolve. We can't
Yeah,
always
but
complain. We can't complain because something might be a little bit more expensive, or we can't complain because a certain studio got bought up by somebody. What we have to look at is, are they going to be evolving gaming? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to sell
exactly,
me the same bullshit with a new coat of paint on it? I'm not
exactly,
buying that. You know what I'm saying? I want something
exactly.
different. If I do buy it, I'm probably gonna refund that shit after an hour or two because it's the same old, same old. I don't want to be playing 30 FPS games and lower unless it's doing 8K. If it see that's evolution. It's trying to give me newer resolutions and stuff like that. Give me something new. Try to strive for something greater. Give me smarter AI. Give me faster, loading speeds and all that, download speeds and all that stuff. Give me cloud. Give me something new. That's what I want. And I know there's millions of people to think like me. So shout out to all y'all.
No, no, no. Like I said, you can evolve gaming. I agree with that. But like I said, that's up to them. Like I said, I agree that gaming has to take a step forward. But I don't feel that the method that you receive that gaming will affect the playing of that gaming. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So that's the only thing I cry about is, hey, I like my physical media. Can I keep my physical media? But that's not going to affect playing the game. That's not going to affect how the game is delivered. I mean, it affects how the game is delivered to you, but that doesn't affect. That's not me saying, hey, we should pause gaming the way it is so I can continue to get my physical media. No,
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but that's the
I mean,
traditional way. That's the traditional way. So for me, I am done with the traditional. So I want to see the evolution happen. I want to see something new, something exciting, because the traditional is what keeps us in that same damn trap that we all hate to be in. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be feeling like we're stuck with our hands tied, and the developers get the last say so. So people get tired of that shit. So they want to see
I mean,
something
and
new.
that's the
You
thing.
know what I
Like I said, right now the developers um are the ones who's making those decisions, right?
mean? Yeah.
I mean, they're already saying, okay, this game, like, look on Nintendo Switch. Whoever did Hitman 3, okay, you can only get it on the cloud. Okay?
Yeah.
Um, because we understand why, because of the physical limitations of the Switch. We understand that. Or at least I understand it. Let's make it clear.
I
Because
understand it too. I see it
some
both ways.
people have issues about it, but I understand it. Limitations making it so, hey, if you want this game, we can provide it for you, but not in the format that you want it in.
But
Okay,
see,
and
when
then
when are they
and
going to open up that door, Bunny, that says Storm and others out here? If you are willing to pay this extra money, if you are willing to pay this, we're going to give you
I
that
mean, and the thing is,
supreme experience, right?
I mean, but
Now,
see, that's the
some people might
thing.
get mad, but shit, you can't make everybody happy, right? But at
But
least
see,
give the
that's the
others
thing.
opportunities to, if they want to buy into. That's why these companies do what they did. Like Microsoft, we started the show talking about Game Pass. Microsoft tried to usher in the digital side of things with DRM and all that. People like straight shitting on the idea, right? Now we're up here looking at things that are similar to that today, all this digital stuff that we're talking about, right?
Mhm.
But so people are going to be pissed off, right? Yeah, you can't shun away all your consumers because then you got a business that way, right?
Right,
But so you got to try and figure out a way to make everybody happy. Give the people that
and
want that extra shit the extra shit.
but see,
Even the people
that's
that
the
want battle
thing.
royale mode, they'll
But
option to
see,
pay
that's the
$40
thing.
for battle royale mode or
I
whatever.
mean, see, but that's the thing, Storm. Okay, so Microsoft made a change that people didn't like, right? So people started boycotting it, right?
Yeah.
Right now, the people who were going to own a Switch are already got a Switch. And the people who already weren't going to get a Switch don't have a Switch. because of the graphics or whatever. Okay?
Yeah.
Nintendo is looking at that. Nintendo is looking at how fast their system is selling versus all the naysayers out here who's saying that they won't get a Switch.
Yo, Uncompetitive got a good question for you.
What's up?
You want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Well, here it is from Uncompetitive. Why are you too old for games when you got your mother into Animal Crossing at Snow Bunny Gaming?
No, 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 no. When I'm saying too old for games, I'm not
You
saying too old for gaming. I'm talking
you
about
too
too
old for
old for
buying these multiple consoles.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about buying all these different consoles every whatever many years. My mom last console my mom had was a 360. And then she got rid of it years ago and then she just got a Switch. I'm not talking about gaming itself. I'm talking about rushing out buying all these damn consoles. That's what I'm talking about too old for.
Oh shit, we got to wrap in a minute because I got to roll. I forgot I told somebody I was gonna meet up with him. Yeah,
Yes. But it's we're over time anyway, so it's time for us to bounce anyway.
all right.
All right, so guys, I got a whole list of stuff that I got to run down here real quick because we're out of here. Um, First off, you can find this show on Spotify, iTunes, and Radio Public. I don't have links for where we are on Spotify or on iTunes. You can find that Ying Meets Yang of Gaming there. We have the link for Radio Public in the chat below. For myself, you can find me over at Snow Bunny Gaming on Twitter. You can also find not Snow Bunny Gaming on Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Snow Bunny 426.
Right.
Here on YouTube, I'm Snow Bunny Gaming. You can also find myself, Project Storm, Tron, and MM2K over on the commission on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Where else can they find you at, Storm?
You can find me on Twitter at the Nephophiliac, everybody. The Nephophiliac means someone who loves clouds, and I love cloud gaming and the future of all that stuff. So I went with that
I'm
title.
shocked you just didn't name yourself Cloud Lover.
You know what? Nah. I want to be a little different, have a little catch to it. You know what I'm saying? People got to
No,
pay
no, no.
attention.
I'm talking about like your Project Storm and the
Oh yeah.
Nephrophiliac.
Yeah.
I'm
But
surprised you just didn't name
it,
yourself
it
Cloud
ties all
Lover.
into that. That's the part of the project. See, project is not just project. Yeah, well, it is a project. Put it like that. We had a clan and everything. Y'all, it's a long story, but you can find me over there for sure. Running my mouth, chopping it up most of the time in the Stadia community and just talking all things gaming. I make all content. I try to at least PC, Series X, Stadia, and I'm trying to get my hands on this PS5 so I could do that as well for y'all. You can also find me, of course, here on YouTube. If you haven't checked out the channel, now would be a great time to do so because I have a variety of content that I try to drop for y'all. But and of course, you can find me PTSnetwork.com. I'm hanging out with MM2K quite frequently these days. They label me the co-host of everything. So you can see me on the SSC podcast on Stadia Doses News channel. All right. And that happens on Thursdays or Wednesdays, more so Wednesdays now around afternoon time. So pay attention, subscribe to the channel so you can get the updates on that. SML podcast happens on Saturdays. We didn't have one yesterday because my homie had to take care of some family business. And it was my birthday yesterday, and I just got caught up with celebrating things and having fun with fam and talking. And I didn't do a damn thing yesterday for my birthday as far as content, but I did get some gaming at y'all. So check us out there. Bunny, I don't know if I missed anything, but if I did, you got my back.
Yes, links to Project Storm's channel, his Twitter handle, and my Twitter handle are in the description below, along with that link to Radio Public. Also, you can find myself, Project Storm, and others over on pntsnetwork.com. You can find out our show listings, our newest shows, everything over there, usually within the first week after we do it. Okay. So, yes, Storm, happy belated birthday. This is your birthday
Appreciate it.
weekend. Have a wonderful week. I will see you on Thursday Everybody here knows how to find me if you need to talk to me. Um, you know where to find me at also, Storm.
Yep.
Everybody have a wonderful and safe week. I will see all of you again on Saturday for my stream of Stardew Valley and then my stream of Little Hope. I might stream Little Hope till it's done and then I might do Man of Madon. I'm not positive yet. And Fatal, you're coming in late. We're about to bounce out. Thank you for showing up. You're gonna have to rewind the show because we are out of here now. Yes, we've been
What's
going for
going on,
almost
Fatal?
2 hours, but thank you for showing up. And if you have your PS5 by the time I finish Little Hope and we can do Man of Madon together or something like that, we'll figure out something. Um, and we'll go from there. Be safe, everyone. Have a wonderful week. I will see you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
Bunny.
Let's end.